Hey guys, welcome back to Forward Drive is Life. In this channel, we dive deep into overlanding gears that makes life off the beaten path just a bit more comfortable. Today, we're checking out a must-have for those cold weather adventures, a diesel heater. If you're into overlanding, off-roading, or just love camping, exploring remote spots in your rig, you know how crucial it is to have reliable heat when the temperature drops. So let's see whether this LF Bros diesel heater can keep up with the cold nights out on the trail. In this video, I'm going to start with the unboxing of the diesel heater. Then I'm going to test it out on my driveway for an initial setup run. Lastly, I'm going to use it for a camping trip of mine where the night temperature drops down to 35 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So stay tuned. Alright, so let's unbox this. Right off the bat, the entire package seems very high quality. And once opening the box, it seems to be very well packed and cushioned all around the corner, especially for the diesel heater. And it even comes with a tactical bag that has all the hardware this diesel heater needs to run. Here I'm tilting the box to the camera so that you can see what's inside of the box. And the diesel heater weighs around 20 to 30 pounds, which is not bad at all. Again, very solid packaging. So let's check it out here. As you see here, there's a power port and a controller port in the front of the diesel heater. Surprisingly, this is not like any other cheap Chinese diesel heaters. This one actually feels quality from the top to the bottom. The entire casing is made of stainless steel with polymers on the two ends, and it even have an automotive grade fuel tank cap. The entire diesel heater, including all the ports, all the parts, handles, feels very quality made. Every part of it has a good amount of weight and chunk to it. It just feels not gonna be easily broken. It feels to me that it's gonna hold up against some environmental abuse. Now let's see what's in the tactical bag. Again, all parts needed to run this diesel heater is included in this bag. Have some clamps and hardwares here. And there are two more power cords for redundancy and gives you options of how to wire up your power. This is the cable for the controller, which also has a built-in thermostat. And this is the T4 style controller with a built-in thermostat and the remote control on it. These are the vents for the air duct. And we have the air duct. There are two different sizes. The wider one is going into the tent and the narrower one's going back into the diesel heater as the air intake. And this is the exhaust extension tube that goes from the muffler outwards. This is the third power option, which is the one that I really like. It converts 120 volt into 12 volt, which is needed for this diesel heater. I can plug that in directly into my e-taker power station without worrying about not enough power provided from the 12 volt cigarette lighter port. The diesel heater comes with two manuals. One is for the controllers and one is for the general instruction for the diesel heater. In my opinion, their manual is one of the best I've seen so far. You know, for the traditional Chinese diesel heater, the English version of the manual just seems a little broken. You can easily tell there's a language barrier. However, for this user manual and the instruction and the troubleshooting manual for the controller, I feel I have no problem reading it. It looks like it's proper English written by an English spoken person. And it's very easy to understand and covers a lot of stuff so that you have the resources to go to without calling someone. There's also QR codes you can scan with your cell phone to get further help and further information of the product. And the manufacturing warranty is 1 year. So here I'm putting the LF Bros diesel heater next to a portable power generator, Blue Yeti. It's a 600 to 700 watt hour battery, so it's a relatively smaller one. And you can get an idea of the size of the diesel heater, also next to a butane gas can. So on the intake side, you got an intake duct with a threaded cap on it. The threaded cap can be adapted to the a little smaller than 3-inch duct. It's like a clip-on, which is really convenient, and it's got the 12-volt post, positive and negative. Now on this side, you see the LF Bros sign logo with a Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion chart. And on the outlet side, you can see the gas tank level reading, or the diesel tank level reading, and also the charging, like a secondary power cable port and the controller port. Setting up of this all-in-one diesel heater is a breeze. Since it's all-in-one unit, the gas tank is already built in, so there's no need for you to fish through the gas tank and to make a port and connect all the parts together. It's already done in the box. All you need to do is to put the duct around the port with a clamp, and also put the exhaust muffler, can go in any direction, onto the exhaust tip. That's about it. So full disclosure, I did have a very hard time fitting the muffler onto the little nub on the bottom of the machine, on the bottom side of the machine. I learned from the manual that this muffler goes onto that. However, I did find that the diameter of the muffler tubing is almost identical to the diameter of the female side it's going in. I had a hard time pressing that in. So I figured out a way. I had to lift the machine, I have to tilt the machine sideways so that I'm kind of pushing down onto the exhaust tip. That way, it went in very snugly. I still use the clamp just in case. Now we're bringing the diesel heater outside to test run for the first time. All I needed to do was to connect it to the power station and connect the controller. Then it's good to go. Oh, and of course adding diesel in it. For this specific N2 Pro model, the initial startup is just one single press, short press of the button on the right. After a short press of the right button, the system is going through the initial startup process, which takes about 4 to 5 minutes while the system is preparing the diesel heater to start up. Okay, I just saw some white smoke coming out of the exhaust. Should be normal. The air coming out is still not hot because I don't see the ignition symbol yet. It's definitely doing the startup sequence. Ignition is on. It's really going. Still no heat yet. Let's see, short press this button. Power 3. It's at 3 kilowatt. 149 watt. It's running now. I don't hear any fuel pump. 4 or 5 minutes, still at 160 watts. So the power consumption upon startup is pretty high. Now I can feel the warm air. Oh yeah. Now it's warm. It's like hot. The power is at 56 to 75 watt power consumption. Alright, so the startup is a success. Alright, now I'm going to turn it off. Long press. Ready? Turning off. So now it's going the turning off procedure. We have to wait until the screen's completely dark to unplug the power. Otherwise, it's not good for the machine. Okay, screen's off. And it beeped once. There it was. So this has been my setup for last night. It's worked wonderfully. Just trying to show you what I have. I'm having my intake hanging down right here. See here. I had my intake hanging from the tent, but it got too hot and I feel like I need some fresh air, so I had it hanging over there. As you see, it was raining hard last night, unexpected, and my e-taker has taken on some water. However, I didn't want to come out. It's water, it's IP63 water resistant. So yeah, it's got 71% battery left. It's currently pulling a 23 watt. And this is the charger box for the LF Bros. As you see, it's also taking on some water. Should have done a better job, but I thought the overhang of their tent would be able to cover all of these from the rain. However, I was wrong. But as you see, it still works. See here how much it covers, like up to here. It was raining pretty hard, but seems like it's been working well. I started at 4 liter last night and I'm not even half used. I had it on thermostat mode for the whole night. Let me tell you, it's toasty warm. It's toasty warm outside or inside. It was about 42 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was definitely warm inside. However, given that it's being a tent, the temperature drops pretty quickly when it stops, when it reaches the temperature. So the LF Bros thermostat kicks in at my preset. I set it at like 19 Celsius or 17 or 18 Celsius, and when it reaches that, it will stop. And then when it senses the temperature dropped below the preset temperature, it's gonna kick on again. And as you see here, the wattage is about 21, which is very good. I had it on whole night from 8:30 p.m. last night to this morning. Right now it's about 7:30. It used 30% of the 2 kilowatt hours, which is 600 watts, right? Not bad at all. Oh, and another thing is, the entire tent stayed dry inside, which I've never experienced before. I always have problems with condensation in this tent or in any tent, but the diesel air is dry, and man, I'm telling you, this is the way to go. I'm going to test it out in winter time more, like when it gets much colder, and let's see how it does. I don't see any problems with it. The only change I'm gonna modify mine to is I feel like I need a longer exhaust hose, because I feel like this is not long enough. I wanted to have it extend like right here so that I'm a little further away from the CO and the combustion exhaust. Alright guys. Full disclosure, LF Bros sent me 2 units. One is this N2 Pro and the other one's N3 model. And they also have other models available on Amazon as well. I'll put all the links below in the description, including my personalized discount code from LF Bros, so you can check them out. I'm also planning on doing a spec difference, right? Like what's the difference between each model video that's coming up soon. So if you like the content, please subscribe and comment below on what do you want to see in terms of the comparison videos. And I'm also planning on more diesel heater reviews coming up. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.